Next is normal form of a straight line. This is the last form of equation of straight line, normal form. Listen, a non-vertical line and the perpendicular distance from the center to this point, to this line. Okay, so this is the length of perpendicular. Actually, it is known as normal. Normal means length of the perpendicular from origin to the line, and it is denoted by the letter P. And this normal makes an angle with the positive x direction in anti-clockwise direction. Take this angle as omega. So omega is the angle which normal makes with positive direction of x-axis. What is normal? Normal is this length of the perpendicular from origin to the line. So using these two terms, P and omega. P is normal, omega is the angle in which normal makes with the positive positive direction of x-axis. So using these two letters we can define equation of straight line in normal form, that is x cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to P. So to write normal form we need to know these two terms, omega and P. Omega is the angle and P is the normal. Normal means length of perpendicular from origin to the line. Next is general equation of a straight line. Listen, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is known as general equation of a straight line. Here capital A, capital B, capital C are real numbers. Okay. Suppose we already defined straight line equation in normal form as x cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to P. So both are equation of straight line. This is general equation and this is equation in its normal form. So using this general equation we can easily derive cos omega and sin omega and also P. So cos omega is obtained as, listen, plus or minus a by root of a square plus b square. Sin omega is obtained by plus or minus b by root of a square plus b square. And P is the normal. P is plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square. Okay. For example, there is an equation root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. We have to reduce this given equation into normal form. What is normal form? Normal form is of the form x cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to P. So we need to know what is cos omega and what is sin omega and what is P. So just compare the given equation with our general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So here a is coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is root 3. So if we comparing this equation we can write a is equal to coefficient of x, b is equal to coefficient of y and c equal to constant term. Okay. A is equal to root 3, b is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 8. Now what is cos omega? Cos omega is obtained by plus or minus a by root of a square plus b square. Put all these values. Plus or minus a. A is root 3. Root 3 by root of a square. A square means root 3 square plus b square. B square is 1 square. It is plus or minus root 3 by root of root 3 square is 3. 1 square is 1. 3 plus 1 4. Root of 4. What is root of 4? Root of 4 is 2. So plus or minus root 3 by 2. Similarly, we can define sin omega also. Sin omega is plus or minus b by root of a square plus b square. B is 1. So plus or minus 1 by root of 4. Denominator is same. That is plus or minus 1 by 2. Finally, P equal to plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square. C is constant. What is constant here? Minus 8. Minus 8 by 2. That is minus 4. Now listen, this plus or minus. This choice of plus sign or minus sign is made so that P should be positive. This should be positive. Because it is a length and length is always positive. So we can consider this negative 4 as 4 because of length. And sin theta sin omega cos omega. Okay, sin omega and cos omega we can choose as positive. And therefore here cos omega is root 3 by 2. Sin omega is 1 by 2 and P is equal to 4. From here we need to find what is omega and what is P. Before that we can write the given equation root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0 into its normal form. What is normal form? X cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to P. That is x into what is cos omega? It is root 3 by 2. Y into sin omega. What is sin omega? 1 by 2 minus 8 equal to 0. You can see that these two equations are same. Okay. Now listen what is omega and what is P. Listen here, cos omega, sin omega. So from here, listen, for what value of omega, cos becomes root 3 by 2 and sin becomes 1 by 2. What is sin 30 degree? Sin 30 degree equal to 1 by 2. What is cos 30 degree? Cos 30 degree equal to root 3 by 2. So this 30 degree means that's our omega. Okay, that is omega. So normal becomes x cos omega, that is 30 degree, plus y sin omega, that is 30 degree, equal to P. Equal to P means 4. Okay, so x cos 30 degree plus y sin 30 degree is equal to 4. This is the normal equation of the given equation root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. Let's see some examples. Equation of a straight line is 3x minus 4y plus 10 equal to 0. Then what is slope, x-intercept, y-intercept? So to find slope, listen, you have to write this equation into the form y equal to mx plus c. Recall, y equal to mx plus c form. Here m is slope. So the given equation is 3x minus 4y plus 10 equal to 0. First step is consider y term alone on left side and take all other terms to right side. So this becomes minus 3x minus 10. Now we need y only. So y equal to, shift this minus 4 to right side. Actually it is minus 4 into y. So into becomes division. So minus 3x by 4. Okay, minus 4 divided by minus 4. Just shift this into minus 4 into other side. Now this can be written as negative can be cancelled. 3x by 4. Negative into negative, positive. Okay. 10 by 4. So this is the equation of the form y equal to mx plus c. Now compare these two equations. Here coefficient of x is m, that is our slope. Here what is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is 3 by 4. So slope equal to 3 by 4. Now we need to find x-intercept and y-intercept. So recall intercept form. What is intercept form? X by a plus y by b equal to 1. Here a is x-intercept, b is y-intercept. Again our given equation is 3x minus 4y plus 10 equal to 0. This can be written as 3x minus 4y equal to minus 10. Listen, in this equation, what is after this equality? Equal to 1. Here it is equal to minus 10. So, convert this minus 10 into 1. So, throughout divide by minus 10. Then, right side becomes 1. Isn't it? Minus 10 by minus 10. So, this is minus 3x by 10. This becomes plus 4y by 10 equal to 1. Again, this can be written as x by 10 by minus 3 plus y by 10 by 4 equal to 1. Now, this equation is of the form x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So, what is a here? A is 10 by 3. That is our x-intercept. What is b? B is 10 by 4. That is y-intercept. Okay. So, to find the intercepts, you have to convert the given equation into the form x by a plus y by b equal to 1. To find the slope, you have to write the given equation into the form y equal to mx plus c. Here, coefficient of x is our required slope. In this manner, we can do the problems belongs to exercise 10.2 as well as 10.3 also. Okay. Distance between two parallel lines. Next, we have to find how to find distance between two parallel lines. Listen, these are the parallel lines and we already know for parallel lines slopes are equal. Okay, so take the slope as m. And listen, consider the equation of line L1 as y equal to mx plus c1 and line L2 as y equal to mx plus c2. Okay, y equal to mx plus c1 and y equal to mx plus c2 is the equation of straight lines of these L1 and L2. Then the distance between these two parallel lines is defined as, listen, d equal to modulus of c1 minus c2 divided by root of 1 plus m square. So this is the distance between two parallel lines. D equal to modulus of c1 minus c2 divided by 1 plus m square. Okay. Suppose we have two lines 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0. 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. Listen, these two are two equations of lines. Listen here. Coefficient of x and coefficient of y. In both equation you can see that coefficient of x and coefficient of y are same. There is only a change in constant term. So from the equation itself we can easily say that whether the equations are or lines are parallel or not. Listen, if coefficients are equal, if coefficients are same, then we can say that the given pair of straight lines are parallel lines. Okay, parallel lines. Now see what is the distance between these two parallel lines. For this we need to find what is their slope m. So to get slope m, we need to convert the equation into the form y equal to mx plus c. So consider one of the equation. You can take either first one or second one. So I am going to take the first one. 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0. From here we need to reduce 8y equal to minus 15x plus 34 or y equal to minus 15x by 8 plus 34 by 8. Now listen the coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x here? Minus 15 by 8. This is our slope m. Now we need to find what is C1 and what is C2. Listen here, y equal to minus 15x by 8 plus 34 by 8. Here this minus 15 by 8 is m that we defined. Now take this 34 by 8 as C1. 34 by 8. Similarly, from the second equation, what is the second equation? 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. Similarly, we can reduce it as 8y equal to minus 15x minus 31 or y equal to minus 15x by 8 minus 31 by 8. Listen, here also slope is same, isn't it? Now take this negative 31 by 8 as C2. So C1, C2 and m. What is m? Minus 15 by 8. So what is the distance between parallel lines? It is modulus of C1 minus C2 divided by root of 1 plus m square. Put these values here. Modulus of C1 34 by 8 minus C2 minus 31 by 8 divided by root of 1 plus m square. What is m? Minus 15 by 8 whole square. Now simplify. This minus and minus become plus. So 34 plus 31, 65. 65 by 8 divided by root of 1 plus 225 by 64. Now take the LCM and find the square root. We can see that this is equal to 65 by 8 by 64 plus 225, it is 289. Root of 289 is 17. So 17 by 8. Here we can cancel this 8 and therefore distance becomes 65 by 17. Okay, 65 by 17. So this is the length between or distance between the given two parallel lines. Okay. Let's see how to find distance of a point from a line. Listen, there is a line L and general form of a line L is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And there is a point P with the coordinates x1, y1. Now find the distance from this point P to this line or the distance from this line to the point P. So this line means it is always a perpendicular distance and this distance denoted by d. So the perpendicular distance d from a line to a given point P with the coordinates x1, y1 is obtained as, listen, this is the next formula. D is equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. Okay, when a straight line and a point is given, then the distance between a straight line and a point is obtained by d is equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. For example, suppose we have a point 3, minus 5 and there is a line 3x minus 4y minus 26 equal to 0. Now we need to find what is the distance from a line to this point 3, minus 5. Let us consider the given equation as ax plus by plus c equal to 0. and the given point as x1, y1. Then what is the distance? Distance is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c whole divided by root of a square plus b square. Just compare these two equations and replace a, b, c. What is a here? A is 3. x1, what is x1? x1 is 3. So 3 into 3 plus b, what is b? b is minus 4 into y1, what is y1? minus 5. Okay. Plus c, what is c? minus 26 divided by root of a square plus b square, that is 3 square plus minus 4 square. This can be written as 3 into 3, 9, minus 4 into minus 5 plus 20 minus 26 divided by root of 3 square is 9 minus 4 square is 16. That is 9 plus 20, 29, 29 minus 26, 3 by, this is plus 16, okay, 9 plus 16, 25, root of 25 is 5. Now modulus of 3 is positive 3 itself, 3 by 5. This is the distance from the line 3x minus 4y minus 26 equal to 0 to the point 3 comma minus 5. Let's recall all these results. Point slope form, y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught. 2-point form, 2 point means x1 y1 and x2 y2. Then equation of straight line is y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Then slope intercept form, equation of straight line is y equal to mx plus c. Here m is slope, c is y-intercept. Then intercept form of a straight line. X by a plus y by b equal to 1. Here a is x-intercept, b is y-intercept. Next is normal form of a straight line. That is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. Listen here, p is the length of perpendicular from origin to the point. Now general form of a straight line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. If we compare these two equations, general form and normal form, we can deduce cos omega, sin omega and p. Cos omega is a by root of a square plus b square. Sin omega b by root of a square plus b square. And p equal to, p is normal, p is c by root of a square plus b square. Now distance between two parallel lines. Parallel lines means their slopes are equal and therefore distance is equal to modulus of c1 minus c2 by root of 1 plus m square. And finally distance from a line to a given point is d equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. So these are the different forms of equation of straight lines and distance between two parallel lines and from a line to a point. So you have to thorough with these formulas, then only you can easily solve each and every questions belongs to the given exercise. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss some exercise question based on this result. Anyway, write and study all these formulas. Okay.